This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing my numerology and astrology for the 23rd of September 2022. Thank you for joining me. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 20, and if you add the 2 and the 0 together, you get the number 2. The number 2 may seem heavy today. Thoughts seem like mud, and everything is not moving in a way that allows for ease, grace, and flow. Some feel exhausted, and while the thoughts seem to struggle to find the correct words, the energy is also lacking as we have been pushed to the limit and are trying to come up with solutions that will allow us to find a new way and a better flow. Those that have been on the edge mentally will say and do things that will clearly be off, and that will allow them to be seen in a way that makes some finally decide that enough is enough. The mind can stretch and include so very much, but the mind also hits walls when it begins to get out of touch. The thoughts that run through all of our heads at times needs to be picked up and tucked into beds. Rest is what the mind needs to integrate that allows us to continue to open and not stagnate. And the astrology today. The moon shifts into the detail-oriented and focusing sign of Virgo early as we are all sleeping. It is time to get into patterns that will eventually make some sort of sense in the bigger scheme of things. Neptune's illusionary nature gets in the way of the loving regards of Venus. That makes us feel a lack of clarity in how we see our social interactions with others. Things seem to not come out well when we speak. We are confusing things more rather than allowing them to become clarified. I am sure everyone is waiting with bated breath to finish with this Mercury retrograde. Today is finally moving backwards into Virgo, and it will stay there until the 10th of October. The retrograde cycle will finish out on the 2nd of October, but it will still feel a bit out of sorts and make us a little off until for another few weeks. Yes, we are all feeling the overwhelm from so much new information coming into our awareness, but today things seem to make sense. Decisions shift into new places, and what was previously desired as an outcome becomes more stable and reasonable. Know that some will take these aspects and turn their personal projections into criticisms and things that are excessive and reactionary. Leave those people alone. Their fate is theirs and not yours. Focus on what you can do to improve your own life and the lives of others. While we seek satisfaction, rarely do we get what we are looking for completely. That is why we are learning to accept what is offered and realize that everything else is just expectation and attachment. This weekend, we are moving into taking care of ourselves. We probably need much more rest than we realized, and time is best served by going slow and getting things organized. Thanks, everyone.